Hello, my name is Adetisu. So today on Giststarz, we'll be talking about why men are intimidated by successful women. So it's a common knowledge that men are egoistic in nature. Men love to lead, men want to provide for their women. They want to be in charge at all times. But a situation where it's the other way around, the woman is more successful, more powerful, demanding, the man becomes uncomfortable with this and eventually it gets intimidated. So with me here is my co-host, Debbie, our guest, Fadila.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. We have Mr. Ademola, we have Mr. Daniel. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so I'm going to start with you, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you very much. You started by introducing the topic saying that that is a common knowledge that men are egoistic. It's a fact. Every man. First, let me say that men are not intimidated, but men are more comfortable to less successful men in their life. Mm-hmm. Now, let me say this. Every man wants to be around a successful woman, but not every man wants to have a successful woman in his house. Having made this point, there are few points we are going to discuss on why you feel that men are intimidated. And I will tell you this. Successful men are very independent. And no man, myself for an example, want a lady who is too independent. I need a lady I should take care of, that should call me at all times, and I provide for her. But being too successful, she's so independent, she cares less whether you exist or not, in as much as she can afford whatever she wants. For me, it's a no. Also, every successful man, men look at them and, this one, she's going to disrespect me. They have that thing in them because of the money in their bank account. They look at man like they can afford any man they want and they can talk to any man the way they so please. So you feel the man is intimidated? No, the man is not intimidated. It's a good thing that you are wealthy and successful and disrespectful. What do I mean by being disrespectful? A successful man wakes up in the morning, have a schedule made, should do her thing without paying recourse to the man. In as much as she feel that whatever she's doing, she brings results. So you are my man, you are my boy, so I can do everything you want. Apart from that, being disrespectful comes with being egoistic. You see them carry their shoulder back very high. And it's a turn off for men. It's not like they are being intimidated. No. I refuse the word intimidation.
Men are born leaders. But when you have it in the opposite, like the woman is more successful than the man, the woman tends to emit some character that puts the man in a lower position. If over time, because of the way we are, most especially in this country of ours, men feel that when a woman is successful, she's not submissive. Most especially in married women, in a couple, like they believe you don't get 100% submission from a successful woman because she believes she's independent. She can do it all by herself. Well, because of the traditional belief, we believe that some men find it difficult, like, wow, to get over it. That how can a woman be successful more than the man? So some men feel that by being doing so, there's more thing you can tell her. Already, she can provide everything she needs for herself.
Okay.
So why are you in the picture? So it is some men.
Hey, so
Yes.
Mr. Ademola, you're
Yes.
saying that women are disrespectful when they are more successful.
Women,
Basically.
yes, I don't use that word disrespectful. You know, women don't know how to manage success. Most women, they find it difficult to manage success because it gets into their head. It's just the way they are wired. Because women feel what a man can produce for me, I already have it. So they tend to have if I can provide what I need for myself, definitely
You
I
can't
can
talk to
do
me anyhow,
anyhow.
you know, all those
So
kinds
it
of things.
reduces the way their loyalty, their submission, and they emit a character that you think that why should a woman be doing like this?
Okay.
The character changes and so many things.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Ademola. Fadila, please, do you have anything to say to this woman, please?
Okay, before I answer that question, I want to define the word success. What does it mean to be successful? Successful means to be able to achieve positive results in whatever it is you are set out to do. Be it personal life, home life, work life, spiritual life. If you attain spiritual satisfaction with your God, you're a success. If you attain positive output in your workplace, you are a success. I think there is a confusion between success and wealthy.
I think what we are trying to talk about is successful in the sense that a woman is more wealthy, more powerful.
I'm getting to that point. That's why I had to define success in terms of spirituality, physicality, and mentality.
Okay.
A woman, or should I say, sorry, a man is not intimidated by a successful woman. A boy is.
That's right.
Because when you come across a man is a well-established adult, a male established adult who knows what he wants, where he wants it, how he wants it, and what he needs to do to get it. And who is a woman? A woman is naturally a developer of whatever raw material you give her. If your wife is a success, it simply means you gave her a house and she made it a home. You gave her a sperm and she gave you children. That is success. If you mean your wife is more, a woman is who earns more or who makes more money than a man, intimidating. No. I think men who have attained the level of mental maturity are looking for successful women because they believe this woman has value to add to my life. We have gone past the age where women are domesticated, where let me create a simple scenario. You have a man who works 9 to 5 jobs, or 9 to 5. He goes to the office, comes out at 5. He's tired. He has to pay rent. He has to pay the children's school fees. He has to provide for the family. And then the minute the woman makes a demand or makes a request, he complains about it. Do you know what it takes for me to go out and make all this money? What happens if you now have an argumentative support, which is either above, or which is naturally above your threshold? The woman naturally would not need you, she would not need to burden you. You know, when they're talking about the part of independence, a woman, please, let's get this correctly. A successful woman is not an egomaniac. It means she has mastered the art of people management. She knows how to manage her man. Definitely she knows how to manage herself. You cannot give what you don't have. Success is an extension of what you have inbuilt that exudes outside. If you have a woman who is successful in terms of acquisition, she has financial freedom, I think it's a plus to a man. Because you know that if you're going to give this woman X amount of money or X amount of material, she would multiply it for you. If you have a successful woman, she is the one who will sit with you and think, okay, your salary is this. Rather than you going out to buy us designer, whatever. No, she say, let us reinvest your capital. Let us reinvest your salary, whatever it is you're making. Let me add mine. Let us build together. That is a woman. A girl will not think in that light. A girl will believe, okay, my man, it's his job to take care of everything. And then the man will complain that the woman is allowing him to take care of everything. So now why is there a discrepancy? Just because a woman is successful, it now automatically means she lacks self-discipline or self-respect. I do not succumb to it. Because I would pride myself as being a successful woman, and I'm not looking for a boy. I would definitely look for another successful man who would think in my own stratosphere. I want a man who knows that I'm not for him to be afraid of. I am a builder. We would build together. Whatever it is, for you to see me at for you to see me at the stage I am in success, it means I have positivity that goes on around me. It means I would not waste your resources. Rather, I would multiply whatever resources you have. If you meet a woman who is extravagant, or a woman who is, all these people think of parties and all that, men say those ones are not wife material. Why? Because they say they spend, they're reckless. So now why, if you're going to complain about a girl who spends too much, why do you have complaints about one who is successful?
But Fadila, yeah, most men, especially in Africa, would say that they will say that they don't want successful women because they have pride. They are egoistic. Like they will not respect them. They all say that. All of them, most of them will say that.
Yeah.
When a woman is above in terms of
Financial
especially financial, they always have a problem with it. Are you saying it is only boys that would have a problem with
Yes.
this? And,
I am no. Let me take you somewhere, and I'm going to use a very vivid example in this case. Let's assume you have someone in the position of a director general or a minister in a parastatal. Just a random example. I can assure you that man is more likely to either associate with a fellow minister or someone within that stratosphere. Why? Because he has intellectually matured to know that he is not after someone who will cuddle his beards. That's what the side chick is for. He is after someone who would help him to have a quick retirement plan. He knows he is already above 60 years. He is not looking at being in employment for another 25 years. He doesn't want to be in salary earning job by the time he is 75. Neither does he want to be in paid employment by the time he is 80. Yes.
What you have just explained is a supportive woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is a supportive woman.
Okay.
In the situation when the woman is more successful than the man, women are narcissists. Successful women are narcissists. What they believe is myself.
that is so
Most
Okay.
women, most successful women are career women. Like it's all about me. You understand? That's what they believe. So what you have just explained
Okay,
is
I think
you
that
know,
that egoistic. Okay, I would agree with you to some extent about it being a supportive woman.
Yes.
But I do not believe that successful women are narcissistic. They have standards.
Most.
That's the truth.
Most.
Yeah, most. They
Most.
have standards.
Yes.
And
Most.
it takes a man who measure up to that standard
Yes.
to approach them, which is
Yes.
very true.
Yes, I
And it's not a
understand.
bad thing. The same way a man will say he prefers an 18-year-old girl,
Okay.
that is the same way a successful
No.
woman will say, I want a man who has $1 billion in his account.
I don't want us
Because
to
he's
go
the
out
only
of
one that would match my level of success.
I don't want us to go out of the
Okay,
context.
I'm not going out
Out
of
of
it. Yeah.
the topic.
Yes,
the
sir.
topic, are they intimidated?
Yes.
Men are not. Some men.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now we agree on that.
No, it's not totally. I don't totally agree with you.
Okay, you agree
Yes.
that they
Because
are
of some
intimidated.
tradition in Nigeria. Some men don't define it as a taboo, abomination
Yes.
for a woman to be more successful than they are. In this Nigeria.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
For their wives. So they find it to be, it is not supposed
They
to
don't
be like
just,
this.
they are not just
They
comfortable with
can't
the
get
fact
over
that
it.
the
That,
woman
yes,
is more
why
than
should
them.
my wife be more successful than I am?
Mr. Daniel,
Alright,
do you
so
want to add anything?
I don't
Because
totally
I've
agree
not
with
met those kind of people.
Ajia has spoken like Ajia, but she has spoken like a civilized Ajia. She did not speak like an Ajia that have local content experience. However, having said that, I do not buy what she has said
Okay.
because women are women all over the world, and women will always be women. And women has never changed from the point of creation when we were told that they are weaker vessels. But they have forgotten their weaker vessels and they are making too much money. Yes, it's fine. Like I said earlier in my opening address, it is good for a woman to be successful. But I can never be intimidated by whatever woman that is very successful. the best I can do is to walk away. Having said that, are men intimidated? No, it's no. Men wants to be in charge at all times. Men wants to be in control at all times. And every man at all times wants to be also, don't forget, with a successful woman because it gives him pride. Do you know that my wife is Professor Dora Konyele of Lake Memory? Go and see what she did in NAFDAC. That is pride. However, in the public forum, but when you come home, you must be submissive. Are they submissive? The question is no. Let me tell you this. I had a successful lady, very independent lady, and just in December here, I traveled down to Enugu to see her. And because she's independent, because she cares less if I have naira or dollar, because she can afford whatever she wants, she cares less to see me.
Oh my God.
If I was with a less than 30, still paying school fees undergraduate, she will book hotel for me before I get to Enugu to see her.
You see? So you
My
had a
point I'm
problem
making
with
is
her,
this.
yeah.
No man is intimidated, but every man is careful around successful women.
So, Mr. Ademola,
Okay.
you mentioned earlier that successful women have pride.
Yes.
Is this also a reason why they struggle to find a life partner?
Yes. Or no. To some
Some
men,
of them,
successful
yes.
women is a red flag.
Whoa.
Yes. For some men, not that they feel intimidated. You know, just like we African men, we want to be at the top, just like my
Colleague.
brother here said. We always want to be at the top and in charge. So when a situation whereby you as a man, you think that provide, you know, naturally women receive, men are givers.
Yes.
In a situation whereby even without you giving, she's okay or she's contented, she doesn't need, you feel that you are a failure as a man if you cannot be able to provide for your woman. So most tradition in Nigeria, like they feel women should be there. That's why they say some tradition, it's like a abomination for you to marry someone that is very successful. There are some tradition like that. When you go to them, they discover that you are more successful than the man. They say no, because they think that based on the culture, there's a cultural line that you have to follow. That woman should be underneath the man.
I've even been with.
So because
Okay.
mostly when we're talking about financial,
Yes, no Jenny.
when you can be able to afford everything, so why do you need women? And some women, have you ever seen some women are independent? There are situations whereby, yes, you've not heard of situation where the man said that I'm an independent man. We are natural leaders. We are born to rule. So when you have it opposite, it's a problem. It's affect our ego as a man. It diminishes, it brings us down. So in that situation, we don't want it. We still want to remain at the top. No matter how one way go, the man wants to be at the top.
Okay. Do you want to add to what you
I would
just
have
said?
loved to, but I didn't get that question. I know that it's
The question is, what I asked Mr. Ademola, that he mentioned earlier that successful women, they struggle to get a life partner. So
Yes.
being pride as a successful woman, is this
Why men don't
Why
go
men
for
don't
them?
go
Because
for
I
them.
know some men will literally avoid.
struggle to get success. They don't struggle to have
life partner.
life partner. They don't. They allow pride and their self-centered ego to get into them. Now, I'm going to say this and without mentioning name, but the person I'm talking about, in case you come across this, you and your family member knows I'm talking about. Now,
This one.
this is a lady that is tremendously wealthy, and she comes to family A, she marries the man.
okay?
She gives the man money to marry her. She goes to the man's village, build house in the name of the man, have one or two kids for the man. Something touch her head, she goes to another state and marry another man. And she has left the first one. Why? What is controlling her? The money she has, the sources, the level of wealth. So she, to her, the level of wealth she has can buy any man she so wish.
So,
Now,
okay.
such a woman is not ready to build a home. She's ready to get satisfaction with her money. Will you see a sane person like me going to ask for such a woman's hand in marriage? The answer is no. As I speak, I know 4 husbands that she have. They're all living there all her life, living in different states. She'll marry you, divorce you, she will build for you, do things for you. By the time she leaves you, you're broke, you're gone. It's only women that can do this kind of thing in Africa. Only women. So now, every successful woman has pride in her that she doesn't know she has.
But wealth comes with pride now.
Now, when you say wealth comes with
No
pride,
matter how small.
good wealth comes with moderate pride. Moderate pride.
Yeah, but there's pride in it.
Moderate. Now, you should be, when I say moderate, I have seen families that the woman is the breadwinner, and you will never know that she's the breadwinner. And it's in rare cases, which of course it is 99 to 1%. Every woman today in Africa and the world wants to be at the top because they say what a woman can do, what a man can do, a woman can do better. So now they are marrying husbands.
Okay.
So they are money.
Mr. Dan, now you're telling us basically that it is only money that can make a man control a woman.
Oh yes. In
Okay.
Africa today, what is the controlling factor? What controls the economy if not money? Six-pack no longer control women. What control women now is the level of our bank accounts. You can have 9 months pregnancy tummy, but you have big dollars in your account. You can control whatever woman in the world you want to control. When you not hear one old man from Edo went to Ethiopia to marry a princess with money. Money controls the world.
Okay.
Don't money out in anything you are doing.
Okay. Fadila, do you think a wealthy, I'll use the word wealthy, woman can actually stay humble in her husband's home, you know, even if the husband does not have anything like money, like is not as rich as she's?
Yes, 100%. And in doing so, I will diverge a little and I'll take you to the religious angle. As a Muslim, as a northerner, we derive the idea of marital prosperity from our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He married Nana Khadija, his first wife. She was, in the terms of the word, in ancient times, a billionaire. And he was literally one of the caravan boys that escorts her load. You know, when she has shipment, she's a merchant. So when she has things that need to be delivered between Saudi Arabia, Persia, you know, all these Eastern countries, he does, like, he goes with the load. It's not like he even supervises it. He's more like a carrier boy. She married him and she relinquished her entire wealth to him. This is the story of Prophet Muhammad and Nana Khadija. The first example that we have Islamically of how a woman's wealth does not determine her ability to either be a good wife or a good mother. So I would say again and again, it is not.
She falls into the one.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm not disputing that fact. I'm giving everybody a general example that is known worldwide. That is one, you know, the lady you had mentioned, there are millions of women that do it. But now I'm talking about the one that everybody can relate to. That is one. As a northerner, as a woman, definitely it is my job. I've never succumbed to this feminist whatever the people sell, because I keep saying it. I said a woman is a fraction of a man's rib. So definitely she must be submissive to him. I do not believe that a woman's wealth, if she does that, definitely it simply means she belongs to the category of people who have been enlightened so much with things of the world that they have forgotten their spirituality. If you remember, part of my introduction was about having spiritual success. Any woman who has attained that finds it difficult, no matter who her husband is, even if he's a bricklayer and she is the owner of a conglomerate, she must be submissive to him. Submissiveness for me has nothing to do with the status of her wealth. It's a mental thing. If she can categorically condition her mind to accept the natural order of things, that it is a man first and a woman second, there would never be a problem in that family.
My host, can I answer your co-host?
Okay.
Now, co-host, should I answer this? And I want you to be fair and sincere with us because you brought us here.
Yeah.
And you, will you look at this camera and tell us that you don't have pride in your relationship, you don't allow ego to get into you, and you're loyal and faithful?
I think I would not want her to
Let's
answer
answer.
that.
No, I will. Don't worry. I'm not afraid of the question.
Okay, good.
I will.
This is actually I don't want you to answer
No,
the
because there's actually a word that summarizes just what you asked her.
Alright.
It's just one word that summarizes it.
Okay,
Yes.
right.
And honestly, it's standards.
Okay.
Her standard will not allow her. It's not pride. Honestly, it's not a pride thing.
You still want to answer this?
Say my
No,
mind.
but
Go on.
Never
honestly,
say your mind.
no,
Say
she's
your
just
mind.
saying. That's why I say it's just a
What I
word.
want to say.
Today, she drives. I drive my car.
Okay.
My brother, I will not marry who is driving Keke Napep. That's
The
the truth.
truth.
So
Yes.
you're
It's not
you're
for-
doing
it's not
like
right.
Nana.
No. That's what. I admitted to us being westernized now.
Not to behave
You
like
understand? I will
It's
not.
called standard, yeah.
One thing, it is either I give him my own car or I say let us share the car. But you can't be driving that Keke as my husband now.
all.
You
At
have
all.
already passed that level.
Yes.
Me now, I want to put you on my own level. I want to call you my husband, not my partner. You know, in the West, they do partnership.
Partner,
You
yeah.
can live with someone for 50 years and they have never married. As my husband, you get to pay my bride price, even if it's 1,000 naira.
Yes.
That is ownership. Oh.
Okay, over to you, madam. Answer the
Okay,
question.
you answer.
No, she did not answer the question.
Well, she just spoke like a woman. She just spoke your thoughts.
Yes, I
know.
speak your mind,
She's
actually.
speaking from.
He asked you that as you are now, can you?
Of course, I am loyal. Of
Loyal
course.
to what?
To my partner, but
He
to
said, do you have
whoever I am.
pride?
I don't have pride.
Okay, good. That's what you
Mama,
wanted.
you-
That
we
you
know
have
you
pride.
have.
Pride is a
We
personal
know you have.
Me, I have pride.
Don't you have?
No, I have pride.
No,
I would like to
wait,
you.
okay.
The word from pride to having standards.
Again.
It just let me just help you in that religion aspect.
Yes,
I
sir.
agree with you. Just like Islam said,
Yeah.
whatever your wife wants,
Al-Jalika Wamuna. The man is always in front.
yes, it's if woman's money is totally hers
Yeah.
in Islam,
Honestly.
but the man, she can do whatever she likes.
Truly.
But still, in this Nigeria of today,
Yes,
we know some men that will not allow their women
Yes,
to buy
because of
properties in their
culture.
own names.
Yes.
So the man
It's a
can
cultural
actually
thing.
buy
No,
the property in his name, but the woman cannot do that. The man will say, okay, it's either you write our names
Mr. and
or you
Mrs.
write Mr. and Mrs. or but put your own name. No, it is not possible. But now you are saying that in Islam, money is our money.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
That is the-
Islamically,
that is
in
religion.
Hadith, is it in
but because of
Hadith?
culture
Yeah.
and tradition, we have our culture and tradition.
And culture actually supersedes this religion
so
when it
yes.
comes to men.
So in
Okay,
culture,
Mhm.
whatever the wife or the husband is for everybody.
Okay, so Mr. Demola, you don't believe that what a woman has is for the
So,
family?
I
Do you
believe
believe it? What a woman has is for
For
the
the
family?
No, I believe
Like,
that.
if
I'm
the
just
woman
telling
wants
you
to buy
about-
something, she should buy it in the family.
No, I'm
name.
telling you about Islamic standard.
No, but I'm throwing a question at
Okay,
you,
okay.
Mr. Demola.
Yes.
Do you think that the money a woman has is for
It's
the
for the
family?
family.
Let me help you.
Wait. No, let me. I didn't.
If she buys
very
property in her
quick
I
name.
didn't get that.
I just asked though. I said, so Mr. Demola, let's even leave the religion side of
Yeah,
it.
yes.
Okay, now, are you saying that what a woman has, like, is not for the family? It's just for herself?
No, it's for the family.
Yeah.
It's also for the family.
yes.
But you also said that in Islam, a woman's money is her money. So
Yes.
which one are you
No, what
to
I
say?
said, you need to get me well. Islamically, a woman's money, she can do whatever she likes.
Okay, you
Whether
have
she-
decided as a woman not to spend the money on the family at
It's-
all.
she's
It
well
is-
within her
She
rights.
can do it.
Good, Mr.
Honestly.
Daniel,
But because
do you
of
believe the
tradition
same?
and culture, our culture.
You know,
I must
sometimes
spend
our
No,
culture-
it's not a must.
It's not must.
Okay.
It is if you feel like,
Mr.
you know,
let me bail you out on this.
no. We are talking.
Sorry. You see, now it's so ironic that I'm literally in the middle.
You see,
both of you. So I like have to capture the ring at some
No,
point.
Adia, she has a problem with us.
Honestly, no. Let me tell you
Because
the
what?
truth. Ideally, like in an ideal situation is a perfect situation, and we do not exist in a perfect society. A woman's money is her money. Whatever she chooses to do with it, it's within her right. But then, realistically, we as women know we can't do it. You can't be looking at your man suffer and your family suffering, and you have the means to get them out of it, and you won't do it.
But the men don't.
Let me tell you a very funny story I read once upon a time on Instagram, that there was a lady who a family was living in a rented apartment for over 10 years. Was it 10 years or so? They were paying, unlike other houses in the neighborhood, they were paying, was it 100,000 naira? Houses in that area go for from 300 to 400,000 naira. And that house, they were paying 100,000 naira. And they lived in that house for over 10 years. Then I think one day they received a notice from the landlord that they had increased the rent from 100,000 to 150,000. That time, houses in that area have gone to around 1 million naira. Now, in the bid of the man trying to meet the landlord to get, at least our situation, we're managing. In fact, half the time it's my wife that contributes to pay this rent. Can we just maintain it at 120,000? I will be paying 70,000, and my wife will be paying 50,000. Only for the man to discover that it was his wife that owns the property. Yes. Now I want to bring you back somewhere. She was charging her husband 50 to 30% of the actual value of that property. The man divorced her because of it, though.
That's what I told you.
Yes, because that why did she not tell him it's a property?
She's a narcissist.
No, she was collecting 100,000 for a, and she was contributing to pay that 100,000. You can imagine. The houses in that area there were around 300 to 400,000. She was contributing to pay that 100,000.
Men want to know everything.
That is the problem.
Every property
and
you own.
What the woman, the matter actually went to court. And what she said, in fact, she just mentioned one paragraph, and the judge passed judgment against the man, and he asked the man to pay all the full price. What she mentioned to the judge was simple. She said she knows her husband. As it is, everything that has to do with food in the house, she provides it, because the husband pays 70,000 out of that rent, and she pays 30,000. She provides food, though, the children's food and everything.
Still not okay with it.
That why the man was angry is why did she not tell him since that 10 years that they live in that it is her house? And then the judge asked him a simple question: if she had told you, would you have paid 70,000? The man said no. The judge said case closed. Because it is an investment for her. Do you not have children with her? Did she buy this house because you people will live forever? No, you will die. Whose son will the children bear? That was how the case was dismissed, though. And the man was asked to pay. The man was asked to pay a balance of, I think, 150,000 per year that they lived in that house for 10 years. You can imagine he took the case to court because his wife was helping him.
And he had a problem with it.
He had a problem with it that she did not tell him it is property.
No.
Sometimes you don't blame women when they don't disclose full information, because we believe our spouses take advantage of some of this good kindness.
So you're saying food, not disclosing fully to your man is no.
Islamically, it's even right. Let me leave the argument there. Just leave it. Well, like that, it is right. I can bring that hadith for you. It's in Anna.
Right.
Honestly, the man has no business asking her.
No. You need to understand it. What it says is whatever she does, she can choose to do anything. But you need to inform your husband. This is the action I want to take. I want to buy this property. You need to inform him. You can do whatever.
Okay, because
Islamically, you cannot tell her otherwise.
Okay,
but
so
you need just to be aware.
Okay, let's even assume that Mr. Ademola and Mr. Daniel are single men, and you are actually looking to settle down. Would you go for successful women, or you would go for someone lower you know, like a village girl or something.
Okay, I'll take that, sir.
Because I know somebody will even tell me that if you're a single lady, you shouldn't even drive a car if you want to have a husband.
I heard one
You know,
pastor saying that one
they
time.
always
Yeah.
say that. So, can you answer? Can you help us
If
with
I
that?
was a single man, like
Yes,
this,
yeah.
and a practical question, very practical answer.
Yeah, so.
If today I stand up and say I want to get married, I'll look at what happened to me in December.
So you're traumatized actually.
That's what I'm
Speaking about experience.
So if I looked at that and I'll place it side by side with a younger girl
By your
acts
side.
that way, the answer will be no.
Okay, so you
Will
are.
a successful lady be open? Give me full disclosure at all times as I require? The answer will be no.
Definitely.
Will a younger lady at all times depend on me for all her needs? The answer will be yes. So as a man who is egocentric, who have tried all my endeavor to get the one my soul desire, and I
Which is a
can't.
successful one.
So I will look for the one.
Because we saw that
What?
but circumstances is not forcing you to accept the
But
dependent
no,
one.
actually,
I love your
for a
answer.
successful woman.
That is just the summary
But
of this
because
question.
they are not always available.
Like I said, I
basically.
drew conclusion based on experience.
Yeah, good.
So
Perfect.
we'll go for dependent one. One that look at
And do you know the funny thing? Sorry, if I can just add this. Do you know the funny thing? The seemingly successful woman is actually even more emotionally dependent on the man.
Of course.
Because
You
she
feel
needs that
relaxed.
reassurance. That
Yes.
baby, it's
Emotionally.
okay. Yes, emotionally.
Yeah.
Baby, it's okay.
You're good to go.
Okay, I know you're going through a
He's
lot.
laughing
Calm
at
down,
you.
okay?
You
You know,
know.
she needs that. She needs to hear it. The successful woman is the one who wants you to tell her, I love you, have a good day when she's going out.
Yes.
Because when she's going out, it beams on her. She's like, I have a man that supports me regardless of who I am. But the younger, like, the minute you're walking and she's even on her Snapchat or whatever, she's like, oh, babe, have a nice day, you know?
And
Because
she's
she doesn't
busy
know
doing other
what
things.
struggle, and then you come back and be like, oh, when you welcome, just kiss you, put food on the table. But the successful woman,
Yeah,
if she is more oriented, you know, you come back, she has come back from her own struggle, she has made the food, and she'll be like, so how was your day? You know, she wants to talk to you because she understands.
Actually, it's not true. Please don't continue.
Okay.
Successful woman will not cook for you.
No.
Yeah,
No.
She will
No.
She will order, what is it called?
Based on that question, based on the question,
No, true. I've met a lot. Maybe she doesn't like cooking, but
Yes.
for someone like me who loves cooking, like I take pride in cooking. That is literally my treat.
That
If
is
I'm
you.
unhappy, you know, from my food.
I'm sure this host cannot say the way you are stuck.
we are mature at this age.
Okay, but they
And
have
I don't like marrying down
Oh, okay.
because when you marry like a Gen Z, you know, you have to do virtually everything for her. When you marry a successful woman, you know that when you are not home, your house is in place.
Yes.
She do everything for you. So I don't really buy to that idea of marrying a woman like that.
No successful.
But it's a plus. But if situations I couldn't find, maybe I don't find a woman like that.
No, you have already answered the
So
question.
when the desirable person available.
Final
Okay,
question.
final question, Mr. Dan. Okay, how can these women overcome the struggles to find a life partner? The successful women.
Are they ready
That-
to?
Yes, of
Are they
course.
ready to?
Yes.
They are not.
No, they are.
Because
Yeah,
even
we know a lot of successful
this,
women who are actually
even in this
looking
21st century, they have not come to reality and accept the fact that they need men. They still feel they can buy men. They still feel they can do whatever they want to do and go away with it.
So they
still
cannot
feel
find
that-
men. Basically,
Don't
advise them.
Basically,
Advise.
no, you don't advise someone who's not ready to listen.
No, but
You don't advise someone that wants to
person.
listen.
Allow the person to make a choice.
Oh.
Just advice.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I should advise successful woman.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
ask him that question as a man.
let me assume.
You should tell them now because it's been saying that they have
Let me
pride. They
assume
have
that.
pride. That's
You
why
should
it's
tell
Let me
them.
assume
They
that
should do
this
it.
successful woman in my phone is going to be hosted, and let me advise them.
All right. Go on. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Go on.
Assuming,
Yeah.
without considering
Yes.
that she is a successful woman I'm advising.
Yeah.
And I look at them and tell them, do you actually know what you want?
Yeah.
See how pretty you look. See how wealthy you are. And you have a man. who is head over heel over you at all times. Yet you feel the one in Canada and Germany is the one you prefer. So I'll ask her again. You see a man in Nigeria here that is enjoying.
Mr. Daniel is taking this thing
Personal. It's because of trauma. I'm telling you.
You said I should
Yes,
advise.
I think it's his opinion.
Thank you, Mr.
I should
Daniel.
advise again.
No,
Please
then-
advise.
Okay, so
No,
what do you
no,
want to
no,
advise?
please allow him.
He has advised.
No,
No,
he
allow
has
him
not
to.
finished.
He has
You
to.
actually forgot.
Alright.
He's talking about the one in Canada first. Oh yeah, what happened to the one in Nigeria? Because he wants her to consider.
Let's go on to our advice.
It's a general.
It's a general statement. I advise a successful woman to consider the one at home first. Don't believe and expect that there is one outside there who is far better than the one you are seeing.
But I would expect that you would advise them to, maybe to
Cut their
adjust
coat.
a little, to adjust a little, because I know successful
No.
women do set standards.
Yes,
very
yes.
high standards.
Yes.
So I would expect that maybe a billionaire woman, you get, she might be looking out for somebody that is actually more successful than
Just
she
be
is.
a billionaire in
But
dollars.
thank you, but she may have to calm down a little.
No,
I
no,
think-
let me
No,
tell
that's
you,
not
no.
advice. You're not
That's
telling
not
someone.
advice.
I'm just saying, I'm just
That's not
asking you.
advice.
No. Sorry.
That's
sorry.
not advice.
Yeah, that's not advice. Listen. I do not believe in people advising people who have not lived in people's shoes.
Okay.
You cannot tell someone who has set standards. Now he is talking based on an experience. You don't also know what experience she had.
No.
Now you're telling her to settle. No successful woman settles, because if she settle means just to go with the
Yeah.
No successful woman will do that, because like I said, it is a pedestal you have risen from. You can't just bring yourself. You have now started to admit to being desperate. Successful women, regardless of whether they have partners or not, honestly, a lot of them have married their work
That's right.
as their relation, and you don't blame them, because until they get that thing they want, and they will tell you, if you sit with this woman and listen to their stories,
They all have
you'll be so
something to say.
they all have a very traumatic situation that has made them that way.
That's
So
it.
you can't tell someone who has already put their it is either
The
you
scar
need
is
to
still
go
on
you
them.
don't need.
Most of them still have the scar.
That is all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deep scars, and emotional scars are the worst. You don't heal from
How
that.
many successful men can actually meet up? How many men? There are not plenty.
That is why I say if
Actually-
there is not available, then
They
like
should.
who marry the work.
Based on what?
They should marry
Well,
what?
I read, there is a post I saw. One was
Hey.
Based on-
they said if you can't find the love of your life that you feel you deserve, work hard, make money, and enjoy your life.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
But
Eventually, there's someone for everybody. I hope you
But
know
yeah,
that.
I understand. But
Honestly.
based on the advice, a successful woman that wants to get married.
You know,
Yeah.
he said how they can find
Yeah,
their
partner.
They are struggling.
Yes.
They are struggling.
They
They
are
actually
just-
want
What
to
can
get
you-
married.
she's
It's
asking
a
for-
question.
No, you see that successful women are not struggling to get married. They are no. Let me
Struggling to
correct
get
that.
the life partner.
They
Yeah,
are
to get a
struggling
life
to
partner.
have a life partner.
Yes.
the question.
It's not to get married. It's not
That's
to
what I
question.
use.
It's to
Life
marry
partner.
someone that they'll grow. It's not to marry today and change tomorrow.
Yeah.
Marry tomorrow. No.
Life partner.
They have reached the point where it is do or die.
Yeah.
We are not willing to get married tomorrow. They are dragging our old asses to court. No.
Okay.
We should be able to know that now, if we have conflict, we can resolve it within us.
Yes.
Families will not get involved.
Yes.
That is who she's looking for. So the question itself was wrong.
Ah.
She's
No,
not
the
looking
question-
for marriage.
Not marriage. I
Life partner.
said
She's
how can a
Eh,
successful
Yeah,
woman
wow.
overcome the struggles of finding a life partner?
Okay, so
That's-
it's not a struggle.
How would you know?
It's not a
I have
struggle.
met people. That is why we are actually asking.
My
Aja, I can give you
My
an
dear,
example.
my dear, believe it or not,
Yeah.
it's not a struggle.
Okay.
If you know what you want, you know what you want. You are not looking for Tom, Dick, and Harry. It's not a search. It's not ultimate search. If the man comes, you know. The minute you click 1, 2, 3, in fact, conversation alone, you know if it's the one. If it's not, out.
Okay.
Imagine now at my age, I'll be me and somebody I'll be discussing Snapchat filter.
No. Aja, what
No,
was-
it's just like random conversations.
Well,
So no.
based on what you said, that they are
They're not
I
struggling.
can
No,
give you
really, it's not a
examples.
struggle.
Yes, there are successful women that can give it. They are looking for life partner. Like Linda Ikechi is an example. Yes. Yes.
She's always
She's
posting
looking
it.
to get married.
Yes. It's
She
like
wants to get
personal.
married.
So if she is asking us to advise.
You people realize that there's a wedding
no.
and there's marriage life, right?
No. She said we should advise.
Okay,
Yeah.
let them just
Marriage
advise
is all
if you
about
have.
compromise.
Okay.
Very true.
You
Very,
need
very
to bring
true.
yourself down. Not totally down. But for you need to bring yourself down.
And I'm not
For
a
you-
feminist.
You need to bring yourself
Yeah.
and reduce your standards,
Increase your
basically.
standard, at
A
least
little.
for some men to
Because
come.
how many men can
So
actually
what is
stand with
standard?
their
Right.
AKG to
Like,
talk?
not
many?
not really
They don't
pride.
like-
No, yeah, but
No, it's just like a
It's
status in
pride.
life that you have reached.
Okay.
You understand?
okay,
Just
so
like
she's
growing.
looking for a billionaire in dollars. She should not look for billionaire in naira.
Naira,
Yeah.
yes.
That's a good
So
standard.
from
It's
there,
a good compromise.
they
That's
can-
what
Okay, so
I'm
now
saying.
looking
Walk
for
hand
someone
in hand.
in Germany, you can see someone in Nigeria. That's what we're saying.
But what if my true missing rib is in Germany?
Okay, so
Because God scattered this our ribs all over the place.
then you look for visa and go to Germany and spend 1 month.
It's alright though.
Who
Thank
wants in the
you.
plane or airport?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. So you have heard our guests. Do follow, like, share, and comment.